Hello friends, this video is created by Siddharth Upadhyay, founder and creator of PrepWings. Log on to www.prepwings.com for complete free course videos. Okay, in this video, we'll talk about flaw-based questions. In a flaw-based question, the argument will contain a logical flaw. Okay, so there will always be a logical flaw within the argument. Okay, student needs to find out that flaw. So some common types of flaws are listed here. So the first one is percent versus number. Okay. So this kind of a flaw, the argument will confuse between percentage and actual number. Okay. So this is the first kind of flaw. The second kind of flaw is confused causation. Okay. Here the cause might not be correctly identified. So if the argument is a cause and effect type of argument, the correct cause might not be correctly identified within the argument. The third type of common flaw is inappropriate comparison. Okay, so if apples are compared to oranges, okay, then it is an inappropriate comparison. All right, so the argument might present some inappropriate analogy or comparison. Okay, and then the next type of common flaw is ignored alternatives. Here, some of the alternatives or causes might be overlooked. Okay, so these are the common types of flaws. There can be other flaw outside these common types of flaws also within the argument. Now we'll look at an example round. Okay, so here we see a question. The argument here states that city A has seen a lot of progress in the last decade. Due to the progress, cars in city A have increased by over 200% during that period. Thus, the average number of cars per person in city A has also increased during the last 10 years. Okay. Now the question says that which of the following describes a major flaw in the argument above, and the 5 options are given to us. The first option says that it fails to take into account the percentage change in the population of the city during the last decade. The second option says that it assumes that people are buying a lot of cars. The third option says that it provides no data about the people traveling by public transport system. The fourth option says that it wrongly considers increase in cars as the sole reason for progress. And the fifth option says that it fails to address the core issue of city progress in the argument. Okay. So now if you look at the explanation of the argument says that the average number of cars per person has also increased. Now average number of cars per person is equal to total number of cars divided by total population. Now the argument just states that the total number of cars has increased over 200%, but there is no data about percentage change in the total population. Okay, so if the population increased by more than 200%, then the average will decrease instead of increasing. Okay, and vice versa. Okay, so the flaw is that the author does not provide any information regarding the percentage change in the total population of the city during the last 10 years. Okay, thus the first option is the correct answer. So if you look at the first option, it says it fails to take into account the percentage change in the population of the city during the last decade. Okay, so this is a flaw present in this argument. Alright, so this is how you solve flaw based questions. Thanks a lot for watching this video.